My glasses can't see. I am here. I do not have my microphone on yet, so give me 1 second. Fighting with my glasses this morning. Seem to have this. Oh, it's not this. Makes it terribly hard to paint when you got a streak across the middle of your glasses. You know. I messed myself up here. Okay, here we go. So let's put some stuff on today. I wanted to break out this paper, show you guys what I was talking about. That paper's a rag. So let's take 2 seconds and fix it. Custom sizing. Yeah, me. There. I might even do a watercolor today. I don't know. So, hey, Oswina, how are you? I was talking to Anthony about my paper, and actually a bunch of people, Ian, Jackson, and stuff. We were talking about my expensive paper and the fact that it's garbage. Well, this is the paper. Right here, it's Strathmore Mixed Media. This is the smaller pack because the other one's buried, but this is the 184. I have a it's a 284 or 285. But that's this stuff right here, and you can see it's got no teeth on it at all. Where this one, I'm okay. This stuff's smooth. It's shiny as all get out. You can see how smooth it is. Where this stuff, you can see the color difference in them. This is 140. This is what I paint on. This is that fine stuff. So what we're going to try to do today is see if this takes a watercolor. Let's try to do a watercolor on it instead of putting something heavy like an acrylic. Let's see if we can relax it with a watercolor. Now I'm just going to tape down some corners real quick. I've been up since, today wasn't too bad. Today was like 5 o'clock this morning. Sleep is an option that doesn't seem to want to kick in lately. Go to bed at midnight, we'll wake up 4 or 5 hours later and can't go back to sleep. So I climb out of bed. And dog's down here with me. Teddy bear's down here, sitting over there. You slept in. You got to sleep. Will not have to leave at 3 o'clock in the morning, or whatever time he leaves early. So you got to have Will for a little while. I have to get my phone up so I can see you chatting. Sorry, I'm kind of slow behind today. We will paint, I promise. Oh, not till Saturday. Bummer. To tell you the truth, I don't really know what today is. What is today? Friday? I think. Oh, we've got volume on. We don't want to do that. We'll end up echoing all over the place. Alrighty. Let's grab a paper towel. Yes, people, I have paper towels. Don't get upset with me. Put a little water in there and see if we can't produce some watercolor things today. And I think I'm gonna do something kind of. I don't have a drawing. Normally, I kind of think draw stuff out. We're just using these. We're just using this little cheapy watercolor tray thing. I don't have big expensive watercolors and fancy stuff. Let's roll up the sleeves. Let's grab a pen. Let's grab some utensils. And I don't know if it makes a difference how I put my watercolors down. It's just how I do it. Let's go with clean the chunk off that real quick. I'm going to start out with chunks here. Just trying to get some water on my watercolors. Hey Shane, I'll be painting in about now. Let's see what we can do. This is a watercolor. I probably paint wrong. You know, that's probably why my stuff comes out looking like it does. It's because I paint with it all wrong. But you know, what do I know? I'm an acrylic artist. I'm not really a watercolor artist. I just playing with it. Seeing if I can do it on this paper that likes to disappear on me. Let's grab some darker. Kind of going backwards. Oh man, I got another pink. What are they? Such a terrible influence on me, the Husmina. Had me paint pink stuff. The nerve, you know. See if we can get that a little deeper red. I don't really have much in the way of. Let's grab the red, pink color. Wow, these are kind of pasty colors. Put some stupid purple in there. course, I paint like I do when I paint acrylics with this stuff, so it's probably not helpful for me. What's tonight for you, though? Are you in nighttime already? I know what you said. I didn't want a purple Volkswagen. I know you thought it would be good, but yes, I do read comments, don't I? $12.09. Jeez. It is not $12.09 here. Definitely not $12.09. Forgot what I was painting with. Okay, that one. It's only 7 a.m. here. Because my daughter, my granddaughter, my other granddaughter, everything is pinks and purples, and it's like, I could buy everything pink and purple, everything. Should be, Shane, for you, it's PM, right? Yeah. Nighttime for you. That's why when I see you sometimes late at night, I was like, wow, you are just not in bed. Most people would be fast asleep before you are. Kind of a weird, kind of a gradients going on there, isn't it? What do you think? We're going to put in some water today or leave the water out? Should we just go with the grass? You know what? Maybe we'll put a little water in. It's like a pond. Let's make a pond in here somewhere. Hopefully I don't wake up my wife by talking. She's right above my head. And if I do, well, I will know it. Let's go with some pondy colors. Kind of blend them in here. I don't want that color to be so harsh right here. I might have to grab a different brush. I'm trying not to put an enormous amount of water on this paper. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you like it, if you're enjoying yourself. If you're not, well, I'm sorry. A little bit. I do the best I can. I was told just to be myself and paint myself right into my other paint. I hate the fact that they put yellow next to blue. So they instantaneously drop them in there and you get a mess. Get some of that water right there off there. Now let's grab some. I don't know if this stuff's going to come up or not. It's kind of dried. Oh, look at that. Just add water. Poof. 1900. 1900 your time, that's 7 o'clock at night. I know my water line is way up there, but I'm going to start down here and kind of push my brush up. You can see the stuff coming off from it. You see all the speckles? That's my paper breaking down. That's what I meant. It's all breaking down right here. I have to clean all that off. I tried using this paper before, and it did the same thing to me. See, it's just coming apart and buckling all over the place, and just it is, for stuff that costs so much money. I mean, this is expensive paper. It is probably some of the most garbagey stuff. I don't know if I can do this with watercolor. Let's try it. Maybe I can. Maybe we can. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. It's weird. This paper's acting kind of wonky. Wonky donkey. So we'll just kind of make it do what we want, huh? Yeah, it's filling up. Well, how do I cure that problem? It's like painting on toilet paper. Might be better to paint on toilet paper. I could make more money painting on toilet paper. I bet. Oh, that's Payne's Gray. That's what color that is. Yep, that's Payne's gray. We don't mind that color. They dried up these squishy tube things I got for a gift. They all dried up, so I can't really tell what colors they are. I know one of them is a Van Dyke brown. Got some raw umber in there. You guys still here? Did I lose you by painting this strange stuff today? I'm not gonna leave it like this though. I don't think I can. Drive me crazy. It's just gonna bother me to the point where stop. I didn't even touch it. Barely even touched that paper right there. And it peeled up. Right there. Yeah, look what it's doing. It's like peeling the top layer off it. There's not even any water there, really. That brush was dry brushing. So let's go ahead and see what we can put there. Let's get that off my white. You know, I'm not a watercolorist, so I'm making do figuring this out as I go. We'll figure it out as we go along. Who knows what it would come out looking like, right? Got some texture to it, that's for sure. I don't know what to say about it, to tell you the truth. So it's a little disturbing. But we'll figure it out. Let's figure it out together. Let's see, let's go with an orange. Because of that orange sky. Should turn kind of a green. I'm hoping. Oh, I was hoping. would have thought it would have gave me a little more green than that, but let's grab a blue. Oops, get that out of there. And we're just playing, spending some time with you guys. Girls, people, human beings, planet dwellers. I was hoping. I tried not to make them too tree-like. I did kind of round a couple of them, didn't I? Darn it. I got these over here round. They should have been more square like that. I was using a very square brush. I thought it would come out a little squarer. We will go back in and try to square those up. But yes, I was hoping it was a cityscape. But, I've never done a watercolor cityscape, so it's kind of an experiment. Me and watercolors are brand new together here. We are going to learn together. It will probably win any conversation because I have no clue what they are. I'm just painting how they feel. If it does what I want, then I'll remember that and kind of put the feeling into it, Just put in a couple of layers in here. That really grab some Payne's Gray on the corner of my brush. And let's go ahead and put in a bunch of these. I got a lot of paint in here, so I'm kind of hoping that the drippy water stuff will do what I want it to do. Kind of bleed down a little. Yeah, it's definitely a trip. It takes a lot to get my brain not to think about putting colors backwards, Kind of program yourself to think the same way all the time, and then all of a sudden it's like, wait a minute, no, wait a minute. You gotta paint that just a little bit different direction. You guys can't really see those, but yeah, I gotta think different anyway. I kind of did those in a purple But I want to add just a tiny bit of Payne's Gray to that purple. And I got half my brush wiped off here. Kind of weird doing that too. Cleaning half your brush. Let's see if I can get these to straighten out a little bit. So we're not so tree-like. We're kind of looking like trees right here, aren't we? A little square. Let's square them up just a tiny bit here so we're not so wonky. Don't mind some of the angle ones. Oh, I don't know how I missed that down there. Let's see if we can get that to go. I think I did that lighter. I will not continue to do that. I will do that in a lighter paint. Get up there. Thought I did these straight enough, but once they dry, they kind of sag down on me a little bit. There's another learning curve. This saggy paint thing. Takes a little bit to get used to painting on. That one's supposed to be a pointed one. I thought the end of this brush was a lot squarer than it really is. It's kind of pointy. Oh, it curves. Okay. Don't use this brush very much at all. Yeah. And something right here. And those tall one right there. Big one right out on the water's edge. And then got those two different heights. I'll have to fix that. Now, I'm gonna water this down. We'll grab some pink. See? Put it in this. Just kind of really just water it, water it, water it. Should get better the further down I go. kind of a little dark down here, but you know what? We can kind of maybe take some water out of this brush. A lot. Let's flatten the daylights out of it so it's super flat. Does that kind of look like a shadow? I hope. Let's switch to a different brush. I just gotta remember where I put it. Where are you? Oh, up there. That's the bigger one. That's the smaller one. Now, the other day I painted some trees watercolor painting. And wow, they turned out like glow in the dark green. So what we're gonna do is take my Payne's gray, I'm gonna add it to my green. I don't think it helps that my mixing surface is they're still glowing a dark green. How can I darken green in watercolor paint? Boy, I have to go back to basic brain thought here. I guess I could add a brown to it. Gonna have to make my own. The colors are just way too. Let's grab some light blue. Let's grab some orange. Grab some Payne's gray and orange. Let's see what happens. I'm liking it. It's not terrible. Don't have a ton of it though. Stuff, I mix up some color and then I need more color and I don't have the paint ability to mix the color very long. That's kind of a brown actually. It turned brown on me. So we better add some blue to it. That turned aqua colored. Wow, I orange. Yeah, I could try that, I guess. Doesn't have to be perfect, I suppose. It's just a painting. That is brown. So we have a brown tree. a brown tree. Let's add some of this green to it. See what happens to it. Right over the wet. Hey. Now we got 3. We know we don't want 3 because, well, as much as some people hate even numbers, I like them. I set all my TV volumes to even numbers because I don't like odd numbers. I don't know, it's goofy. And we were just seeing if we could produce some trees but just to make Anthony happy. We'll add a little tiny, I'll add an odd number. Crooked one. He didn't quite get the memo that he was supposed to be straight up and down. He kind of got knocked over in the wind, you know. We got a few little splotchy things right here that are just kind of annoying. So then we'll take and go a little bit, just water, and maybe get a little close to that edge of the green. And we want to put a little something right here. Like so. I'll grab just the tiniest bit of blue. Kind of darken it up a little bit. I'm gonna do this in white, but kind of darken them up a little bit. And I don't know if it's okay, if it looks okay, you know. Like I said, watercolor's a new thing for me. Just trying to expand a little bit, you know. Not always do the same thing all the time. People expect me to do, that's like why I did the Volkswagen. People expect me to do a certain thing and throw something different in there. Yeah, now Shane, big question. How do I get a bright sunlight up there? Well, you know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it with a white without ruining myself here. What do you figure? Probably right about here because of that bright spot. And I'll just keep. Maybe just I'll pull down just a little bit more paint on my brush. See if I can get a little bit of that stuff on the edge there. That's kind of not so watery. Now I'm gonna wipe it off around the outside edge. Kind of shows up there. Kind of there. Reflection. That thing would be way down here, so it really wouldn't even be noticeable. Yeah, it'd be way out here. So there's something way off the beaten path for me. I don't know if I can get white to do that. Not really. Wait, yeah, maybe. Maybe we can manipulate the white to do this. Instead of having brown. One of these days I gotta paint this watercolor later. Of course that would count out Shane, but doing the evening one. Wait, he didn't paint it yesterday, so that means today's Saturday. So pretty sad when you start losing track of time, what days the days are. Yeah, look, see, it's flaky mess. There. Anthony. Alright. Got some stuff to take care of right there. That kind of bubbled up. This paper's all bubbly. Push it back down. Alright. This is that garbage paper I was talking about. Got all these flakies that are coming off everywhere. Stuff's like painting on sandpaper. Oh, hi, Chrissy. What is it? You just got here. Guess what? Something in the watercolor? I started almost an hour ago. There we go. Oh, nice. I'm going to have to spend the next hour cleaning my phone. I managed to just splash watercolors all over it. So I think I just want to bring out a few more. I'm going to clean this paint right here first real quick. Oh, I got brown in my orange. I think I want to bring out just a little bit of. Yeah, I know. I don't want to talk about the purple. Oh, take care, Joswina. Be safe. And Chrissy's saying hi, Goswina. And now she's going to say goodbye. You know, you show up late to the party, and how it is. So, just give me a hard time, leave me alone. I'm not sure what I want to do anymore to this crazy painting. I could have had a really big tree right here, but I could do a big, giant pine tree. But I put trees in it. I haven't done trees in a little while. Seems like I've kind of neglected my trees. Not really going to be a gap in a tree like that. I am not rude. I am the furthest thing from rude. Funny, yes, rude now. No big tree. See this paper? Look at it. It just sits here. It's peeling. I kept it down so I could show you. It's this. I was probably coming across. Anyway, it's this paper. You know, this isn't the heavy stuff, but it's supposed to be the. It says best quality. You know, but it's smooth. There's here I can show you. No noise. This is the stuff I paint on. Texture, you know, it's terrible. I don't know what to do. I tried to paint on it today to see if it was still doing that to me, and I tried less water, and I end up with all these little things. And it's cold. It's acid-free, heavyweight. Cold press. I don't know. You just over it? All right. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tape them in a frame. Tape them down on one of these boards so they're flat. Then I'll gesso it. Just let it dry. And then once it dries, I'll put it underneath the weights I have for my all my watercolor paper paintings. I put underneath a weighted board. They're all, once they're dry, I stack them in one spot so they stay pressed so they keep flat. That's why when I ship them, they're not all curled up. But anyway, I can paint another picture in acrylic if you want, or I can let you guys go and you can go about your day doing what you want. It's up to you. I don't mind. I've got so much to do, you know. I've got shopping, oh wait, I can't leave. I've got errands, oh wait, I can't leave. Oh wait, I don't leave. Let's just correct myself and say that correctly. Because I don't think I'm going to go anymore with this thing. I mean, I guess I could have added a boat and all kinds of stuff to it, but it's bad enough I added purple. You know, I'm just going to stick to that. Drive that home. If I cut that fingernail, I'm going to end up cutting through my glove. You guys want me to try to paint another one while they let me stay on here, or do you think they're going to throw me out? And yeah, Chrissy, if you leave, it will cost you £100, won't it? If they catch you and you don't have a reason to be out. Isn't that what it is now? You guys get fined £100, and if you don't pay within 13 days, it goes up. Some ridiculous thing like that. They kind of sort of should have done that to the spring breakers that went down to Florida. Now 2/3 of them have the virus, and they just don't know why. Because you stupid people were sitting there rubbing skin when they told you not to. You know what? I've got this paper. It's got this. Why not? Whatever. Let's put this one down. I'll paint for a minute till I get sick of it. I got this paper that's got this stuff all over it. This is actually a paper that's already been painted on once. Just covering it with. I think I actually was trying to play with textures. I do that sometimes. So let's go ahead and put that brush out of the way because I do not paint anything but watercolor with that particular brush. I have 3 or 4 of them that I've just strictly saved for watercolor. Otherwise, I'll end up accidentally using them for oil or something and then make a mess. Let's go ahead and use this up. Extra. Let's do some craft paint stuff. Something in craft paint. Let's grab some cobalt blue. Let's put a cobalt blue over the top of this. See what we can do. Just up here. Just you're gonna bounce. You're gonna make noise and drive me crazy. It's probably got a little phthalo blue in it, but phthalo, because that's what's underneath the spot I put this in. And we'll put that in there like that. We'll grab a little bit of the titanium white. Let's put that right here. This is just going to be a quick painting. What comes out was what comes out. And it's going to be kind of inspired by Anthony. How's that? Let's grab some. Let's not start out with black though, goofy. I got some phthalo green sitting on the bottom down here. Let's put a little green in. Maybe a little bit of I'm just blasting off what's left on my drying up on my palette here. It's all starting to dry, so Not gonna be any good later today. Let's grab some. What else we got sitting here? We got some gray. Wow, throw some gray in there. Nice and wet. Let's get this all good and wet right here. Not worried about covering it yet. We'll take care of that. We'll worry about covering that in a minute. If we take some of this bright yellow I got left and throw it in with some of the English ivy, kind of we'll throw that right in here somewhere. This stuff covers really good, this English ivy stuff. That's a beautiful paint. I love the color, the kind of drabness of it. I know a lot of people don't like drab colors, but that color just, I don't know, something about it just works for me. And I seem to have some magenta on my page. So, yeah, I'll throw that right up in here. Throw some magenta right in here and we'll spread her out in a minute. Something like that, yep. And we'll just kind of get this right here. Kind of like that. I can't really tell. Yeah, that works. Yep, that works. Now I'll grab some of the titanium white right in the middle. Good glob of it. We're going globs today. And let's go ahead and put you right in here. Okay, glob. Let's work the glob down. It's kind of dry. You can see it's dry. We're going to add some. Probably going to have to spritz a little bit of water in the middle here. It's already soaking wet. And something like that. And I don't know what my head's telling me to do, so I'm just doing it. I use this one brush. I'm not playing with two brushes today. I'm telling you, I'm not. Some water, a little bit of blue. Some water, some blue. Make that magenta kind of go that way just a tiny bit. Maybe pull it this way a little bit. Kind of do this over here. Let's grab this brush. I might have to use two brushes, I'm not sure. Oh, there's some brown over there. Yeah, we'll put the brown in after. And there you go, right off the page, so. And we'll throw one right in here. Put the kind of bumped right there in the middle. Kind of bumped a little right there. I want a little bit of the fade. something. Do something. I'll get that up there like so. Oops, I got a little thick, a little thin right there. That was pretty wet. I don't want to get too crazy with it because it will drip on me. I'm thinking that maybe this paint I'm playing with is the black, and I bet this is what the glycerin spilt into. I never did take it off the palette. So it's probably exactly what's going on. I will grab a little Maya brush after and we'll play with some colors and stuff like that. Oh, nice run you got there. Let's go ahead and pull that up. I like that kind of light color right there. Maybe we'll do it right here too. And you know, I'm just throwing these on here. Just to use up this piece of paper so I don't throw it out without making some kind of something. I feel better throwing out something I've actually tried to use. It's stuff that I started and just got grumpy with and toss it out. I'd rather throw out a piece of paper that I've made an effort of putting something on. I actually have some paintings that I've done where I've done the painting, hated them so much that I wanted to throw them out, and then ended up using the back sides of them for a grocery list. So I'm sitting there painting, going to groceries with painting on the back side of my stuff. Get the weirdest looks when people see that the painting is there. I had one lady in the store ask me once where I bought my paper. It's like, yeah. She did that now, I'd freak out, you know. I see that arm right, that limb right there, just kind of fuzz out here. I try not to paint toward the edges, sides very often. I make a conscious effort not to do that. Just because I don't want it to. I don't want to get in the habit of it, you know. Yeah, I'm not worried about those little marks because we'll take care of those in a minute with some white. Maybe we'll use a yellow, I don't know. We'll come up with something. I'll come up with some thought. And of course, we're just trying to use up an old scrappy piece of It's starting to hurt my arm. Scrappy piece of paper, you know. Could have put a couple out there because we could have. I'll grab a little bit of titanium, get some water on our brush so we can thin out the titanium a little bit because of course it's dried out. And we'll go ahead and still using that little liner brush, so it's not exactly the easiest stuff in the world to kind of get blending with. I'll grab a little bit on the other side. I'm sorry, I have to look down. Chicken. I'm going to cook a pork roast. I've had in my freezer for about a year. Don't know if it's going to be any good, but whatever. Gonna slow cook it anyway. With some taters and carrots and stuff. I'm just gonna grab my big brush again. And I'm thinking right there, let's go ahead and grab, maybe we can mix up some brown. Yeah, let's grab some brown. Put it in, then I go and beat up the edges so they're not so rough. Sounds like I got a cat getting into things upstairs. And just because I need to, I gotta grab one more brush. Get a little bit of hair off that one. I know I said I was gonna try to do it in one brush, but got a little light blue, a little bit of the cobalt left. Maybe throw a little white in there with it. Don't really know what color is gonna come out of it. We'll see. Need it a tiny bit darker when it's getting closer. Less light blue, more cobalt. I've got any left. I'm running out. Getting low. I don't want to use black. See if we can get it to stretch that far. I'll grab some white. And we'll just throw I don't know where this is in. This is just something that's in my head, so why not put it down? Oops, kind of got a little carried away there, but a bit late now. It's got some stuck in the corner of my. Gotta make this craziness right here go away though. Looks like I got a lizard stuck in the corner here. I gotta add some more. I wasn't gonna, but you know what? Let's go with English Navy. That'll give us a little darkness up front here. Just a tiny bit. I don't want to use a lot because I don't want to waste it. Let's start right here. Let's get a little wider right here because it's going to get wider when it gets closer to you. And let's blend this right in the end here. Grab a nice splotch of it. Throw some dark blue. And this is our junk painting. This was painted from a junk piece of paper. You know what? Let's grab a blending brush just because one's sitting here. And let's put occasional I want them to kind of disappear. I want them to be there, but I don't want them to be like, oh, look at me. I don't. We could do that, though. We could make them, hey, look at me. Why not? I was doing so well. Staying away from this stuff. And maybe we'll throw one up here, too. And maybe we'll toss one in the front. Why not? Let's throw one right here. Doing some willy-nilly painting today. And we're going to come on this side of the tree. Get that nice and dark over there. dark right here in this tree area. Let's go ahead and add some bit of craziness right here. Maybe a little something on this edge. Not really going to be anything in here behind the tree, so well, it was just a wasted junky piece of paper. Let's see what happens when I try to take this tape off. This thing has been taped for a month and a half. And I know it's a dark picture, and I know it's not bright and cheery and hug me, squeeze me, pull down and away, pull down and away. Listen to Mr. Gray, pull down and away. See, that's how I do it. My chant. With Chrissy, it's put magenta in, put magenta in, put magenta in. Chrissy, I put magenta in. Let's take it off this backer board. So, that's a thin piece of paper. That actually might be just a piece of paper. It might not even be watercolor paper. But, ta-da. Don't throw it out. You can always do something with it. You can always cover it with something. I like this painting. I think this painting and this is my version of Anthony Gray's painting he just did. He did kind of his in a darker grayish background stuff. I just put my own twist on it. And again with the purple hills. What is it? But now I get to throw out this pile of yucky paint that finally dried up and became nothing. Stuffing in my trash can down here. Anyway, thanks guys. I appreciate you coming to visit. I know it wasn't the expected big trees, crazy stuff that I normally paint. But hey, I painted 2 different paintings, beginning to start. Well, if you don't count the background, beginning to end, and 2 completely different styles for me. Watercolor, not used to. And then, my own slightly insane painting style. I can't help myself. But thanks for coming to visit. Probably should get this. You know what? Let's get this one off here, so you guys can see them better instead of having this colored thing in the background all the time. I may or may not be back on again later. I know that I actually am going to be a featured channel coming up on another young lady's YouTube channel. Kind of cool. I will put the link in the descriptions and on my Facebook channel of her channels as soon as I can do it. I know I got the little tapey things in the corners, but Thank you all for stopping by and spending some time with me today. We all need a little light-hearted life break, and everybody enjoy as much time as you possibly can with loved ones, even if it's just something as simple as a phone call. Thank you, Shane, for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Thank you for sticking through this entire craziness. And thank you, Chrissy and Anthony and whoever else happens to be here. I kind of missed who else was here. I think I got everybody. Goswina left, so. Alright, we gotta come up with how you pronounce her name. Let's face it, I can't do it. I never get it right. But stay well, and I will talk to you guys soon. We'll see you later. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, please.